Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jim's Garage Toys, and today I'm going to install these little door handle covers that have LED lights in them. I saw them on a guy's Corolla at Cars and Coffee. He had a 12th gen Corolla hatch, just a regular one, and he had installed them. And I really like the idea, so I found some online and I went ahead and ordered them. And so I'm going to go ahead and install them on the GR today, and I'll show you the process. And as I go through it, never done this before, but it looks to be fairly straightforward and simple. So let's get started. Quick little overview of what we have to do to do this. So this is the piece right here, this plastic piece that is being replaced. So we got to pop that out and then pop off the control panel here so it can get access to the wires and the plugs. Okay, so just looking at the parts that they give me, so there's a couple different ones here. So there are 3 of them that are like this and one like this. So I'm assuming that the single one is going to be for the driver's door, just because there's more things here with more switches. So this will plug in. This is just a plug and play system, and then this piece right here will go up to the light right there. Heck, it looks like it's long enough as it is, but there's quite a bit wrapped around this one too to kind of fish down and thread down through there. So the only thing, these pieces right here all appear to be the same, other than left and right. So forward, front door, and back door seem to all be the same. So, but I can already tell that you'll want to get this out and kind of straighten this wire out, because it'll be a little trickier to feed down through to the bottom there. And they do include one of these little buggers. So pretty much every Toyota I've had over the years, these just pop up. So I'm assuming this is no different. There we go. So pop that off. And here's our control panel. Now, this one right here, this is for the side mirror adjustment. So it's going to be this little bugger right here that we have to unplug. There we go. Okay, so I got this one unplugged. Now let's pop this little sucker out. There's usually a little gap by the lock. That's the easiest place to get these tools in. Well, that really popped out easy. So, okay. We got a couple holes here. Alrighty. So, I was looking at these holes. This first one right here and these 2 here are actually used for the clips on the back of this. That's where they snap into. So I'd really like to feed the wire down through this center hole, and there's nothing that moves. I was looking at this, there's nothing that moves that would catch it. So this middle hole is what I really prefer to go down. So I found, this is a metal tie strap for exhaust systems and things like that, a little stainless steel strap. So you could do this with a plastic one too, but this was the first one I found. So I'm gonna try and see. What I want to do. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I see it right down in here at the bottom. So I know that I can attach I use some electrical tape and attach this to this, and I'll pull that through so I have that wire, and I can then make the connection. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me get some electrical tape. We'll go from there. Okay, so I got this taped around here. Let's see if I did a good enough job so it stays on there. And once again, getting my fingers down in there. There we go. Okay. Ah, there we go. Just need to get past that. There we go. Yeah, the little square rectangular hole that's right there. This was about the same size, maybe just a hair bigger, so it didn't want to get through there. But once it worked its way past it, that was perfect. Okay, so once this gets through, this piece can actually be snapped right back into place. And this is here's the light right here, this little bump. Oh, that's perfect. So now you just gotta get it down into the go. There we go. I was waiting for a click. There we go. It's interesting, it kind of goes a little farther in on the bottom than it does the top from what it visually looks like. So there we go. I mean, honestly, you would never know that wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. So we got this fed through. Now, if you look at the little plug and play adapter, so this one right here is identical to this one. So this is going to go right into where the OEM one plugged in. It's a snug fit. Okay, so this will plug into the original adapter. Trying to figure which way it goes. There we go. Okay, and then the feed coming from there will plug into this one. There we go. Nice little click. So that is all done. I do think though, I don't want anything rattling around. There's quite a bit of space down in here actually for things, but there's some hard plastic here and whatnot. And they did, from the factory, they did wrap these in cloth tape. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing and just kind of wrap this and tidy it up a little bit along those factory ones there, just so it doesn't make any noise. So know how much. Yeah, there you can see it. So you can see I kind of took some cloth tape and taped around so that wouldn't be moving and vibrating against stuff. Let's see where that, okay. It's better to have this forward. A little bundle. There's that main plug there. I want that to be in front of that brace. There we go. There. Pops back in. Perfect. Let's move to the right front door. Start by popping this guy up. Oh yeah. A lot less bulk to worry about here. This was a better angle. This one went straight in, the other one went in like that, so get my finger in there better. There we go. Got that out. Okay, I see the same hole, yeah, and so it'll probably, now that I know, it just needs a little more persuasion to get down through there. So I've got already taped my connector on, so let's see. Finding the path of least resistance. There it is. There we go. All right. There we go. Just the head of this is just almost too big, but it just fits. So a couple things learned that made this side a lot quicker and easier is loosening the screw didn't make any difference, and that hole does fit down through there, but it just needs a little bit of persuasion. So I'll go ahead and get this guy lined up in there. There we go. All right, so that part's done. Now, get out our adapter. Plug that guy into there. And this guy into there. And then these two together. So this side is done. Literally took, 2 minutes. So put some cloth tape on there, make that nice and secure. And I'm gonna do the same thing here because this goes like this. And so I wanna make sure I put the connector portion of it in front of that brace where it's bolted down into. I also think that will have the least chance of vibrating on anything, even with the tape. Set up on a rear door. Process is the same. Well, I just need to pop this off. Just little piece. Of course, there's only one window switch back here in the back. So that whole thing will remove until we're ready to plug it back in. I'll go ahead and pop off the... Luckily, I never sit in the back, and I've never had anybody sit in the back. So there's that off. Now, okay, gotta do the same thing we did before. Let's try and fish this down through there. See how many obstacles we have with the rear door. Oh, feels like a little bit more here. There we go. Just had to find the channel. Okay, now this hole, this middle hole that I'm going through, looks to be identical to the front ones. A strap I'm using, just the size of the head. There we go. And although, you know, a plastic tie strap might be, you know, I think the head of those are even bigger, so, but it works. And you know, whatever you can find lying around that you can kind of fish down through there. The front hole looks to be bigger, but that's where that one of the clips goes into, and I didn't want the clip to be going through the same hole as the wire. So okay, so this way there's nothing going through that hole except for the wire. So I do think that this is by far the best way. There we go. That's in. Now we got our wire. So we can go ahead and connect this. There's that snapped in. So now we're just set with this. But I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and let's plug this one in. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and, so this one comes out right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cloth tape. Okay, got this wrapped up right here. Got some cloth tape around this part, so I'll have access to the connector if I had to get to it. So now ready to take this and the final connector. So this just snaps right in like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Of course, there's a little door handle here, so there's just one little pocket here. And I'm just putting this big piece down in there. I want to feel, what is that? Oh, that's, yeah, I think that's actually a piece of foam that's down in there. So, oh, I can see the speaker down on the lower door here. Okay. there. There we go. All snapped in, and that one's done. So the left rear will be identical to this. I am in the car with a fairly dark garage, but let's go ahead and turn the key on. Turn the lights on. There you can see the subtlety. Like I said, they're not super bright, but they just give a little bit of ambiance. All right, that ends that little modification. So a nice simple mod, but it gives it just a nice little subtle touch inside with the ambient lighting. First lighting mod that I've done inside. I don't want to go too much, so that's why I like this one, at least to start. Maybe possibly down the road do some under seat or under dash lighting to match up with it. We'll see. Depends on what I see. But thanks for joining me, guys. Hope that helps any of you out there that are interested in doing something like this. And if it does, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as I continue to try to grow it a little bit, getting close to 2,000 subscribers. I know that's nothing big for a lot of these big channels and whatnot, but for us little guys, hey, just watching it slowly grow is exciting, and getting positive feedback and comments from you guys is always a good thing. So thanks for all your support. I appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you down the road.